Hello and welcome. I'm Parul Sharma and you're watching Zoom TV. Today's guest is the perfect mix of beauty with brains. Please join me in welcoming Liva Miss Diva Supranational 2021, Ritika Khatnani. Hi Ritika, how are you doing?
Very well, how are you?
I'm very good. So glad I got that tongue twister out of the way. It's a long title, but the pride is really high.
Definitely.
Talk to me a little bit about your journey from Miss Diva to Miss Supranational. Give me a little bit of the highs and then the lows as well.
Wow, it's been an extremely exhilarating experience, super dynamic, and I think it's been so transforming, I believe that I am the girl today who's unafraid, unapologetic, and who's fearless to be out there. And from the grooming to ramp walk to question answers, I think everything has changed so much for me.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what's in store ahead and hoping for the best.
So are we. Fingers crossed.
Always.
You told me before that you kind of like to keep the little child alive in you amidst everything that's happening.
Amidst all the chaos.
Amidst all the chaos and the glitz and the glamour and the high pressure that comes. Now, Miss Supranational is not monkey business. We're not fooling around. It's serious. There's a lot of pressure as well. Amongst all of this pressure and prepping for this pageant, tell me, how have you kept the little child alive in you? What are the little things that you've done to sort of keep it there and keep it together?
So it's definitely a big responsibility. I think there's so much that I have to carry because of the legacy India holds when it comes to pageantry. We've had the biggest of names. And at the same time, I think I just try to be calm and composed. But keeping my inner child alive, I think I just fool around a lot. On set, I'm dancing all the time. I think I'm just eating my favorite things.
Yeah.
As
we noticed before this interview started.
But that was healthy, okay? Like, I'm talking about like ice cream and stuff. But yeah, I think just always staying true to myself.
Yeah. What's like your favorite go-to stress buster when you're kind of shooting or when you're preparing, when you're sort of practicing your ramp walk, all of those really hectic things that you do?
My guilty pleasure is actually, these edits on Instagram that people keep making, putting that song and then dancing on it.
You're a reeler.
Yeah.
You're a reeler. You like making reels.
Just imagining myself in those edits and just going ahead and enacting all of them.
Fulfill me. Huh?
Full on.
I also want to congratulate you. You won the Global Young Leadership Fellow Award a couple of years ago, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Why was it so important to you? Why did you receive the award?
So I was 16 years old when I started teaching the underprivileged children in a Pune Municipal Corporation school because I'm from Pune. And I think I did get recognized a lot after that because I was a lot into humanitarianism work.
Yeah.
And, just going to orphanages or like spending my time with underprivileged, I think that really got me to be recognized. And then I was felicitated by the Rex Karamveer Chakra Award, the Global Young Leader Fellowship Award by United Nations in association with iCongo. And I think it's just out of purity. I love giving back to the society because my mom always says, when you give back is when you get. And I think just following that, life is a full circle and the universe has different ways of giving back to you. And it's been grateful.
That must have been a really proud moment.
Yes.
I can imagine. You also launched a project called Unlabelled.
Yes.
And I know that it's extremely close to your heart and it's also extremely personal for you. So take me a little bit through the journey of why you felt that you had to start that and what space that kind of holds for you in your life personally.
So it's my story.
Yeah.
And I've been brought up by a single parent. And one of the first few instances of my life was being denied admission into one of the most prestigious schools of India.
Right.
And I stood there disappointed, but more so hurt. Because, my mother is my superwoman and she's gone against the world for her children, which is my brother and I. Yeah. And she's this strong, independent, dynamic woman. And she's played the role of both, a father and mother. So when you see that, it's so unfair. Being denied admission only because your mother is a single parent.
Yeah,
And that's when I realized that, hey, I need to do something about it.
Yeah.
So when I started my initiative, it's only for eradicating the judgments, the stereotypes, the prejudice, the preconceived notions that come with being a single parent. Because a single parent deserves twice the respect, love, and importance because they do twice the work. and just eradicating labels such as divorced, separated, broken home. When people often told me, you're from a broken home, I just used to look back and I used to be like, but I've had the best childhood ever. And I don't think it's broken from anywhere. And just simple, never underestimate the power of one. And I have one parent.
I want to know a few more, like talk to me a little bit about the myths of maybe single parenting or some of the struggles that you guys had faced, some of the things that sort of came as roadblocks in your life. I mean, you feel a little bit about that.
I feel like sometimes or mostly single parents are looked down upon.
Yeah.
And they're judged for their decisions and choices they make. But sometimes you need to realize that certain things don't work out and they have the courage to move on.
Yeah.
They are so strong and brave, you have no idea.
Absolutely.
And I think I've seen it because, especially when my mother was working, she's a wedding planner. So I've kind of seen the prejudice in her work environment where people, men especially, don't take her very seriously when it comes to commanding. And also they know that she's single.
On top of that, they'll be like,
and I'm not trying to generalize this, but I've seen it personally, so I'm speaking of my experience.
Yeah.
And, just, they don't take her command very seriously.
Yeah.
And then she's a single parent, so like, jaane do.
Yeah.
Why listen? All of this just accumulated, and I think it's just so wrong. It's just so not just. And that made me feel very hurt. And I was like, we need to speak about this because today I have a ton of friends who have like so many single parents, right? They're brought up by one and it's relevant, but it's never been spoken of.
Yeah. How is the project doing now since its launch?
Extremely well. I think with this, my purpose is to just highlight stories of dignity and courage by single parents and just putting across, create a inclusion, awareness, and just strive for progression. Hopefully we have a world where they're not judged because they truly are superheroes and superwomen.
Absolutely. More and much more than
yes,
that.
Sir.
Talking a little bit about pageantry, obviously we have to talk about the fashion in it because it kind of goes hand in hand.
Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about your fashion director and some of the key designers who sort of made your outfit, wardrobe, and I know you just came from wardrobe fittings and you were sort of trying that, so I know it's fresh in your head. So tell me about some of the costumes that you love and that you're really looking forward to showcasing.
I must tell you that I think this is by far the most stunning wardrobe everybody's going to see in India because I love fashion and I think the team has really backed me up with like the best of outfits. My fashion director is Bharat Gupta. He's an excellent, amazing friend, a mentor, and the greatest stylist ever. We have like these amazing, well-known designers on board, from like Shivana Naresh, Bhavna Rao, Abhishek Sharma, so many of them, and I think I'm just so excited to wear each outfit and slay them, hopefully.
You will. We're sure you will.
And I'm super excited, and we have like my national costume, top model round, so I'm excited to wear
Which I know you're not going to tell me too much about because I've tried this before, but drop whatever little breadcrumbs that you can.
It's something extremely stunning. It's minimal, yet very stunning. I think the simple is stunning.
What's your fashion style like?
My fashion style like is out there.
So opposite from the minimal.
Opposite, is very opposite. Like, I think I just love dressing up. Fashion is very close to me. And I just love experimenting a lot. To me, fashion is not comfort because if I want to look good, I'm not bothered about being comfortable. When people say comfort is fashion, I'm okay
guys. You know what you're
wear
talking
the
about.
outfit and feel a little uncomfortable for 3 hours as long as I look good.
I know what your answer is between heels and comfy trainers.
Oh, definitely heels. But I love heels.
Yeah, fair enough. I appreciate. Which sub-contest are you really looking forward? And which ones do you also think that you have a really, really good shot at winning?
The top model round, which is the runway challenge. And I'm just really ready to, have my poker face on, wear the best and most stylish outfit and just like walk straight. Probably give, I'm just joking, but like Bella and Kendall some competition.
No. Yeah. Aim for the moon.
Exactly, right? I mean, they're my idols, so just like keeping them as my inspiration and just like walking. So that's one round. Then there's a talent round. Hopefully I make it. and I'm doing a very Indian dance, celebrating the diversity. So I'm hoping I can perform out there and make it and win that as well.
You're a trained Bharatanatyam dancer,
Yes.
right, for many, many years.
Yes,
Tell
I'm
me
glad
a
you
little bit.
remember.
Of course.
Well, I've been trained for 11 years.
Yeah.
I've done my Arangetram, and it's very close to my heart. I love doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that's been my basis of discipline, of hard work, and it's really groomed me into a very poised woman.
Definitely. Does having that kind of training really make you confident in things such as talent rounds, because you know you have
sure.
that thing to back you up and have that confidence?
Yes, I mean, definitely, certainly, for sure, because, you know, I feel like the constant practice
Yeah.
as well grooms you a lot and transforms you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also happen to know that your true love is acting and that you feel very, very passionate about it. So please tell me when the acting bug came and bit you, and what are the plans? How do you intend to sort of pursue this dream?
I think it's the genes. I'm serious.
Your mom is
my
also
mother
like a
really
dramatic
aspired
person.
to be. No, here's the thing. My mother aspired to be an actor.
Oh, okay.
And ever since I was born, I've only wanted to be an actor. Like, there has never been anything.
The bug
like,
bit you in the womb.
Yeah, for sure. I think the first word that I said was actress. I'm genuinely saying this.
Really?
I think
That's
so,
wild.
because I've never wanted to be anything other than becoming an actor.
And what are like the plans? Like how are we gonna pursue this dream and sort of make it come alive?
I think work hard towards it.
Are you giving auditions and stuff?
Yes. Hopefully soon you shall see me on the big screen, and not just in Bollywood but Hollywood, of course.
Oh, all right. Some bombs being dropped right here.
Yes, for sure. Aim for the sky, reach for the stars.
Absolutely. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, I want to know, if you get home the Supranational title, which fingers crossed you will. We
Yes.
have all our faith, इसलिए तो आपको भेज रहे हैं हम.
Shukriya.
But if you get it, what's going to be the first phone call you make, and what's going to be the very, very first thing that you do?
The first phone call I make. Wow, I think that's going to be my team, because Mama will be in
There.
Poland,
Yeah.
hopefully. So it'll definitely be the team. Yeah, I think the team has really put in everything, and they've really backed me up. I think this time we've pushed ourselves in how,
Yeah.
and I don't think it would have been possible without the team and their efforts. So I think gratitude to just the team. And the first thing that I would do, my victory dance.
On stage, hopefully?
On stage.
Like Harnaz did her Chak De Fatte situation, we'll also
Done.
have some
like
it's the time
victory
to
dance
disco.
and done. Like, I'm serious. And my most famous hand wave.
Please wave to the camera, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Ritika. It's been
Thank
an
you
absolute
so
pleasure,
much.
and best of luck. Hope victory is yours and you get us home.
Thank you so much.
Please
for
give me a
having
motivational quote to end this interview.
Soldier on and conquer your fears, because if you fall, it is only to rise.
Oh my god, you're too good at this. You're too damn good at this.
Thank you.
रोज सुबह 8 से 12 बजे Zoom देखो प्राइज जीतो